Welcome to our Daddy
Daughter
Podcast. Yep. Welcome to this new episode. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling pumped about this one because I feel like we'll be breaking monotony from our usual content of being serious and all that.
Yeah, this one is a really fun episode.
Yeah.
And I think it's also going to be one of the shortest episodes
we have.
ever.
Yep.
Yeah, because we are discussing exciting stuff.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and introduce?
Yeah, so our today's topic is on the fun things you can do with your dad. 10 fun things. So it will just be very simple, but they're good. They have kept us going, and they've done what?
They are tested, trusted, and approved.
I wanted to say they have helped us bond.
I knew you were going to say that, but I just wanted to say
Yeah.
tested, trusted, approved.
Yeah, so they've helped us bond, so know each other a bit more. Yeah.
And we are taking this opportunity to thank you very much for your continued support.
Yes.
Let's keep on growing this podcast to be the number one Kenyan daddy-daughter podcast.
Yep. So we go to the first point.
Yes, let's get going.
Okay, before we start, I really wanted to see how the introduction will go. And every time when we are starting the podcast, you can attest if you go to the fifth, like we have 5 episodes. This is the 6th one. If you go to the 5 episodes that we have, every time we sit here, I always compliment my dad.
Okay.
So today I was like, I'm not gonna say it. I want to see if he'll compliment me when we are starting.
Oh, no. Okay, you're looking great.
Nah, I'm not buying it. Anyway. Yeah, sawa tu. Sawa. Mi nitakuwa na kuanzishia kila siku. But anywho, our first point, cycling. Actually, when it comes to cycling, we have the coolest bikes.
In the hood.
Yeah, bragging a little bit. We have the coolest bikes. So it is very fun when we are just cycling around, knowing the neighborhood, and just talking and stopping, having to take water, all that. It's usually a really good feeling. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we've not done that. We've not done that in a while because where we live, Germany, and the roads.
Yeah, the roads out here. And then the
Yeah.
rains came.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's something you would want to try, especially if you love cycling. And it's also part of, keeping fit regime.
Yeah.
Especially for us oldies, us OGs. You need to get
Yeah.
something that is going to, keep your heart racing and, substitute some of your workout routine. So yeah, dads who are out there who love cycling, I know many dads
Yeah.
out here who go out cycling.
And we usually meet with some on the road when we are cycling. It's
Exactly.
usually really good.
Yeah.
It's a good feeling. It's like you know each other
Yeah.
without knowing each other.
Yes. So take this up. Let it now include your daughter now. If you're just cycling with your cycling squad, because I know there are these other cycling squads where it's only dads, mothers,
Yeah.
and other young people. Now try incorporate your daughter and make it special such that it's going to be your cycling bonding session.
Yeah.
So you can bond when you're taking a water break.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just catch up on what has been happening in her life.
Yeah, and also with that cycling, when you start cycling, you'll start talking about the common things like, oh, my bike today, I'm feeling like it's too heavy. Oh, like today the road, oh, here it's very bumpy. So it will start making you feel a bit comfortable because you'll be seeing your dad as a human. We tend to see our parents like, I don't know, from a different perspective. So when you see them also struggling with, oh, I'm cycling today, I'm really struggling, oh, today the road, it's bad, it gives you like a common ground. Yeah, you'll find yourself talking about things that you never thought you'll start talking about, just because there's like a starter to that conversation.
Yeah, and exactly the reason we are actually doing this episode. We want dads to be able to break those barriers of communication between their daughters. You find we've been receiving many stories about daughters and dads who don't even talk.
Yeah.
There's this girl we watched on YouTube, and she was saying they never talk with their dad. They actually meet in the corridors in the house, and they don't have a conversation.
Yeah, and I'm just like, why not? Why?
Yeah.
There's no reason, not unless there was a different past, but we can go over.
Yeah, it's important. It doesn't matter, The dad is always the bigger person here. It doesn't matter the kind of past, your daughter or even the dad's past, however bad it has been. It's important to have a conversation with your daughter. Yeah. The second thing you can do, or activity you can do to bond with your daughter, is actually to go out walking. This is one of the simplest things and the easiest you can ever do with your daughter. And especially if you live in Nairobi. Nairobi now is so cool. There are so many places you can go out, walking. We've done that several times.
Yeah.
We've been to Ololua. You can just go walk nature trails. You can go to the Nairobi National Park. They have a nature trail there. You can go to Karura. You can walk there. It's such a nice place.
Yeah.
So you can never miss a place to walk around in Nairobi.
You can also just walk around the neighborhood. Know your neighbors, not necessarily knowing them personally, but you can just be like, Flani, they live here. Oh, okay, my friends, they usually live here. When I told you I'm going to hang out somewhere, this was the place. That is if you hang out around your neighborhood. So just walking around the neighborhood, catching up. Right now it might be tricky because of the floods, but after the floods, you can walk around. Even I was healing my inner child recently when I was just walking around in my gumboots, playing in the water. To some people, it's really affecting them badly. But on the other side, I was just trying to heal myself and walk and just jump in the water out there. But so you can just walk around the neighborhood. And that way, as I said in the last point, you'll find yourself talking about like the common things you see around, the street food. Like you can start a conversation out of anything.
Random conversations.
Another point, driving around. Right now, the way it is green, it is therapeutic. Oh my God, there's grass, there's like greeneries. It just looks amazing. So driving around, it is very therapeutic.
And refreshing. And again, looking for any opportunity where you can just be able to bond with your daughter, discuss things out of the ordinary. Life is changing so rapidly right now, and as parents we know what our daughters want to be, of course, but every day we
some don't. Some don't. They just pay school fees. In fact, they send you the money, you pay the school fees, even if you like, they just don't know, they just don't care. As long as umepelekwa university, they're paying your school fees. That's enough. So we should, if it's you're comfortable, take a drive, pass through Chicken Inn, have a piece of chicken. It is those memories you're creating, even if you're not gonna talk about very deep things like friendship, like the way you've said, or even if you want to talk about politics, just driving and listening to music, listening to your dad's favorite radio station, and just chilling, your dad throwing all those dad jokes.
Yeah, especially the dry ones.
which are very dry, and you're laughing to them. Looking back at some point, you'll be really appreciative of just spending time with your dad, even if you're not having the most meaningful conversations. Just being there, passing through KFC, having a piece of chicken,
Random rounds.
just doing random rounds, it will help. Like, you'll be like, yeah, by this person never used to tell me if they love me, but from just the actions, it really makes a difference.
A very big difference. We said most of the things, all the activities we are going to talk about here are tested, trusted, and
approved.
And no
famous line from one of your favorites.
So the next activity is also pretty easy, simple, and accessible to a lot, to many actually, and that is watching something. It can be anything really. You can watch a YouTube video that is inspirational.
Yeah.
You can watch a Christian movie if you're Christian, or just a religious movie. Or you can just sit over there and watch the latest blockbuster, and just enjoy each other's company.
Yeah,
and in the middle do what we do. When you're discussing what is happening on the movie, in the movie, you're busy trying to deconstruct the scenes.
and predicting what is gonna happen next, and you're just like, why?
Why?
But that one, I think it will be also just something you can. It's like, it is just spending time with your dad or with your daughter without speaking much. And I know our African fathers, they'll see something and they'll be like, you see young people, this is what you've been doing out there, you see you people. Then before you know it, you see in our time it was like this, but nowadays you guys are like this. Then you can be like, oh, by the daddy, not all of us, or we are like this, or this is how these things happen. So that way you're knowing your dad's past. Your dad will be learning your presence and your present ways of just living, ways of life. So it will be interesting.
It is very interesting because also movies will have music. And then you will, like I always say, that song was a hit song during our time. And then out of the blues, the next song will be Cardi B.
Some of you guys dissing us, the dads dissing us, telling us, oh, nowadays you just copy our music and paste. Sour, but we are just, every time anyone says that this generation we are just copying their old songs, I'm just like, we are making your songs better.
Exactly.
So just dissing each other, not really dissing, but just sort of blaming each other, like, oh your music nowadays, it doesn't have content, whatever. It will just be a nice way of just loosening up each other, so that in future you'll find yourself talking about very serious things or personal things. So then you have something to add on?
No, I don't have anything to add on that.
Oh, also on that, watching movies,
yes,
it is very exciting. Okay, I get so excited when now I have to do the background work of before watching the movie, the preparation, trying to make a cake so that we can just have a cake and tea. Check out my TikTok. I've posted my lemon cake recipe. I really love it. So me making the cake and just having tea over there, even if it will be one-sided, I'll be the only one preparing for the movie. It's still fine because my dad will appreciate the fact that I've baked and the cake has turned out really good. So the preparation part is usually very exciting for me. Then there's other one, praying together. To be honest, we've tried doing our family prayer time of just praying the rosary. We are Catholics. Praying the rosary and having one person pray, or everyone praying on different things. Sometimes we do it, sometimes we forget. We are trying to make that a routine.
It's still work in progress, but it's really good. We've so far been able to also establish that routine of even the usual prayers before meals.
Yeah, but that prayer before meals, that is usually like constant.
Yes, that is constant. So it's important to actually grow each other spiritually and be praying as a family. Because also a family that prays together stays together.
Yeah.
It is not easy. We've been trying. We've been doing our best.
Yeah.
But because of different activities, you find sometimes I will arrive home a bit late, a bit tired, and she's already gone to bed, or something just happens in between. So it becomes a bit of tough to actually carry on the routine every day.
Yeah.
But we always keep each other reminded.
Yeah.
Did you pray today? What
Have you
were
been
your
praying?
Yes, have you been praying? You know, when you're praying, you need to put out your prayer intentions.
Yeah.
So it's very important to be able to support each other in that way, and just knowing even if we did not pray together as a family, each one of us individually is actually taking prayers seriously.
Yeah, I just love the fact that when we are praying together, sometimes we'll do like everyone prays, like we pray out loud, yes. Everyone prays like we pray in turns. So I'll be able to hear how my dad prays and what he's usually praying about. Sometimes we say our parents, they're the strongholds, they like their prayers are usually very strong.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, what does he usually pray about? What does mom pray about when it comes to me? So it's really good to hear what your parents are praying about. And it just makes me feel like, yeah, they appreciate me. Like, I'm usually in their prayers, even if sometimes we kosana and we're not talking. And I feel like, yeah, they don't love me anymore. So that just makes me feel loved, appreciated. Yeah.
And on to the next one.
Sixth point, actually.
Yeah, the sixth point. This one is also not something we do on a regular.
Yeah.
But we also try. Actually, most of the time, she's the one who watches me and laughs at me. But yeah, it's something, it's more of support in either way. It's working out together. In today's life, we need to keep our bodies active because we have very, sedentary lives. Like me, I sit down for long hours just doing my work. So I'll need to loosen up and work out.
Like,
in the evening. Therefore, when she's around, she will join me once in a while.
Yeah.
And, just lay down the workout mat and we work out together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one also is something we would encourage all of you out there to try it out.
Yeah.
Because it also loosens up all the barriers, and then you can be able to catch up, especially when you're just busy directing each other. This is not the way you do push-ups.
Yeah.
This is the right way to push to do your deadlifts. Stuff like that.
With working out, I used to work out with mom a lot. We used to go to the gym together. Right now things have changed because of work, but yeah, we used to work out together a lot. But with dad, it's not as much, but once in a while, we work out together. And I love going to the gym a lot. I like watching these gym tutorials, just workouts, different workouts. So sometimes it's very interesting when I'm just seeing my dad do something and I'll be like, that's not how they do it. Do like this. Or this is not how they do it. I can't train you on how to do that, but just research. And when he does the research and he finds out, by the way, you are right. And in my head, I'm just like, we are also right.
Yeah.
So it was just something really good to just work out together. Try. Right now there are many tutorials on YouTube. You can pick any and try working out. So that way it just makes us bond and become a bit not too friendly, but become friendly with each other.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been following this guy on YouTube, Brian Suki. He's
Yeah.
very good, and I enjoy his workouts. So when we search, you can never miss something to actually do. I like Brian Suki because I know he's Kenyan, and
And his build.
yeah, and he's been working hard at it. So he's reachable. You know, those little things just pull you towards someone. Yeah, when you're watching an American guy who is so ripped, and I am here, not looking
It's like,
anywhere near.
maybe there's something they're eating that we don't have here, or there's something. So when you're just working out,
Yeah.
you're following tutorials of people who are here, you feel like
You can achieve it, actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then our next point, which is point number 7, going on tours.
Yeah.
This one you'll just be like, going on tours with just your dad, cringe, but try it.
It's awesome.
It will be a bit awkward,
Yeah.
but try it. It's achievable.
Yeah, and again, nowadays, depending on where you're watching us, it's so easy to actually arrange. It doesn't have to be a long tour, like a 3-day trip. No, what you're talking about here is literally just driving to the national park.
Yeah, we
And,
have a national park here in Nairobi.
Yes. When you're around in the counties, there are so many other places where
Yeah.
you can be able to just go have fun. Because
Yeah.
here we are talking about memories with your daughter. You want her, when she's married and out there, to be talking about, there's this day I went to the national park with my dad. And
Yeah.
by the way, one little point, like my daughter here doesn't like the national park.
Why am I going to chase animals? Like,
Yeah,
why? So
Yeah, but all the
I
same
don't find
anyway.
it fun, but I've done it once.
Yeah, we will go on that tour. Carry along a camera if you have an extra
One.
camera.
Or just
even
any
your
phone you're using. Take photos.
Yeah,
That way you'll just remember. You'll have good memories of your dad, of your daughter.
yes,
Yeah, so we should not be two different islands, surely. Like,
exactly.
why? It's your kid. Why are we acting like we are strangers?
Hmm.
When, even if it's the culture, please.
Yeah,
Talk to your kids. Right now, things are changing. Things have already changed. So, do something. Do something fun. We only live once. Another one. Oh, it's your turn.
is it?
Yep.
And the next one is, and following up, if you cannot go out, for a tour,
Yeah.
you can then reduce the impact will be the same, but although you can even combine both. You can go for a tour and do a picnic,
Yeah.
and also a date, but you can also be able to just say, today I'm going to take out my daughter on a date. And these dates can be very simple, by the way.
Yeah.
It can literally just be you go pick up a KFC and then go to Arboretum and sit over there and just
I've
eat.
just remembered.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's a time we went to Arboretum.
Yeah.
It was actually my first time going to Arboretum.
Uh-huh.
And we got chicken and we just sat there,
Mhm.
not talking much, but
Just enjoying
the scenery, and
the
it
fresh
was
air.
very green. I
Yeah.
love green environment.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
And going on dates, it doesn't have to be a very expensive. It can be expensive if you
Yeah.
want your daughter to experience the good life. If you want to spoil them, it can be very as simple as going to the nearest restaurant that you know and buying a coffee or just a milkshake. So it depends with how you are and with your plans, really.
Exactly.
If you plan on going big, yep, you go big or go home. If you plan on using the small things you have, sawa, even if it means just cooking, does that?
Yeah, that
Just
includes
cooking for your
Yeah.
dad a nice meal and sharing it. It will make a difference.
Yeah, that's a proper full date.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah.
I'd like it when I just cook for my dad. Nisikia akisema that food tastes really good.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy, and that way, that's how I show my love, by just cooking and sharing. It's silly.
And I really enjoyed.
Say that again.
and I really enjoy it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so dads, encourage your daughters. Sometimes it doesn't have to be from the daughter's side. Even new dads can actually recommend and say, hey, why don't you cook something special this Sunday, and we can have lunch.
Speaking of cooking,
Mm-hmm.
I have never seen you in the kitchen cook anything.
Yes, because
You, yeah, I know you have people who can cook for you, but in this coming days,
yes,
I'm gonna take you to the kitchen.
okay.
Yeah.
But you've seen me microwave stuff.
Nah. I do not know if you can cook water or anything, but
Yeah.
in the coming episodes, I'm gonna take my dad to the kitchen. Tutafanya a whole episode kitchen, and we'll see what you can do in the kitchen.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, do you
Good.
realize you're cooking let me say your cooking gift, you realize you got it from me.
Okay, we'll see, but yep. And the next episode, not the next episode, but
Sometime in the future.
not just future, this year, sometime this year, before the year end,
Yes.
I'm gonna take my dad to the kitchen, and I promise I'm gonna share it.
Okay, brilliant. Challenge accepted.
And the next part is shopping.
All right.
Yes, some of us love shopping a lot.
Yes.
So for shopping, okay, it's usually we just don't wake up and start shopping. That would make sense. Not unless you're a billionaire or whatever. But yeah, we just don't wake up one day and go shopping. But we love shopping a lot. For example, on my 23rd birthday,
Yes.
we went to this mall. Ilikuwa wapi? Hiyo mall iko Thika Road.
Garden City.
So we went to Garden City, shopped, and my dad was there telling me, try that one, try that one, you can't be wearing like this, or you can't be wearing like this.
Yeah.
So it was just a good experience, and I have good photos of the pictures of the clothes we had bought, and yeah, I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I think shopping is one of those things that make you feel liberated.
That's your way of showing people you love them. By
Yes.
shopping for them, buying them things. For you, you're just like, yeah, I'm buying you things, I love you.
Yeah, so yeah, if your love language is that one of gifting and sharing and being generous, welcome to my club.
The things you've shown me how to dress, how you want me to dress,
Yes.
and I know what I want to wear.
Yes.
So we'll go and pingana in the shopping in the mall. Be like, oh, maybe I don't want to wear this one. Maybe I don't want to wear this one. Then I pick it and go home, and I'm like, oh, I actually like it.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Because you found me when I had already evolved a lot in terms of fashion. Yeah, there was a time when whatever I wore, it had to be branded something. And it was not just your random brand, you know. And so
Sawa, braggadocious dad. Continue.
then later I evolved now to nice, simple, classy.
And I've hooked you up with some places
Yeah.
that you didn't know you can get good stuff.
Exactly. There's we wouldn't mention the places, but there are some places you wouldn't find me buying stuff from. I mean, some shops. Yeah, you wouldn't find me.
But that was a bit weird because before you'd rather have 2 pairs of jeans, which are very good and very expensive, than have random jeans that are good.
But
The price hapo katikati, but just good and makes you look good. But right now,
you've done your job.
yeah, I can say that one nimepita mtihani.
Sawa.
But they're good, right?
Yeah,
what
I
you're
love them.
wearing.
Yeah, even what I'm wearing right now
I
is.
actually gifted my dad this t-shirt on his
Oh
birthday.
yes, yeah. This is your gift, actually. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so I gift my dad clothes actually sometimes.
Good, and you have a nice taste.
Thank you.
So yeah, if I'm wearing it and I'm not complaining.
It's weird how, or
Yes.
funny how, you'll tell me what to wear, then I'll look good. But for you, I'll be like, No, not that one. Then I'll tell you what to wear.
Yeah.
Then you'll look good. So it's like,
It's complimentary.
then
Yeah.
on our, oh, you're gonna tell us the last point.
Oh, the last point is mine.
Yep.
Okay, so on our 10th activity for
Yay!
you.
Almost getting to the end of the video.
Yes. So you to do and bond with your daughter. Office day. One day, plan your daughter when they're on holiday.
Yeah.
Tell them, you know what, today we are going to my office. You need to see where, I sweat and toil.
Yeah.
For you to be able to sleep under a nice roof.
Yeah.
Wear the nice clothes you wear, afford your college fees and everything. So take them around. That will be also a way of building them, and for them not to just have this imagination that dad goes in the morning and then comes back in the evening, and we magically have everything we need. Yeah. So you build them. They understand the kind of working environments you operate in, and they will appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay, I love our office day because our office day is usually not in the office. It's actually just doing rounds, going to shoot somewhere. Shoot as in film.
Yes.
Going to film somewhere, which is usually very fun. But I think going like office days, having office days, taking your daughter to the office, it makes you understand like the hard work your dad puts in. It makes you understand when I'm using, if I'm given this 100 shillings, I should not just misuse it or be ungrateful because I know the work that goes in. I know how tough it is to look for money. So when I'm given this 100 shillings, I should try and make good use of it. So just me seeing how clients are with my dad, and to me my dad is my everything, is like my superhero. To everyone, our dads is usually the best, the conqueror. You don't want to see anyone talking to your dad badly, but now since that's his job, you'll see clients talking to him badly, but now you just be like, okay, this is how work is. If it was me, I could have answered like this, or I could have done this. But then you remember, where will you get the 100 shillings? So our dads go through a lot, actually. Just clients stressing them or the boss stressing them. They come home, they're bored, but they try have a conversation. If you usually have a conversation, we really need to appreciate that now. If you take your daughter, we'll see these things that happen behind the scene. Some I'm very sure there are daughters who don't know even what their dad does.
Yep.
Unaenda tu ofisi, you don't know what.
Yeah, and most of the time, the daughters get surprises. And not just the daughters, even the whole family gets surprises. When you see your dad on the news, he's been accused of drug trafficking.
You be like, oh,
Anyhow.
was that my dad? I thought.
Yeah, unless you're selling drugs or doing other
Yeah.
illegal stuff, it's important to take your daughters
Not to do the illegal stuff, but yeah, I think having.
Yeah.
I think we should have even started with the office day.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put the caption will be like something. Catch them. We'll be like, oh, watch the whole episode. The last point
Yeah.
is the most important.
Yeah. Yep, and I think we are done. I can't
Yeah.
say it better than you have.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we've come to the end of this conversation. Thank you so much for watching till the end of this episode. We love you so much.
Yes, we do. And we've received, again, like I said at the beginning of the episode,
Yeah.
we've received very good feedback from you. Keep us busy. Keep on sending those comments. Let us know where we can improve. And, we will keep doing it. I mean, we are doing this for you and for us as well. We are just a father and a daughter who are navigating life.
Yeah.
There's nothing that has been put on a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is no manual for doing this. So we are probably writing the first manual right now.
Yes, where people will come and be like, oh, so you can do this and this. Oh, okay, we can change this and this. So
Yeah.
it's like a bit of a manual.
Yeah, to tweak it to fit your own
Yeah.
scenario. Therefore, we are very happy as you continue to join us as we write this manual and do what we do best, that is spread love, learn, and laugh while at it.
Yes. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. See you on the next one. Bye.